Asamir Sulemani omwe ndi sipikala wa nyumba ya malamulo watulutsa ma MP5 achipani cha MCP kamba kosasunga mwambo nyumbayi. Mwa aphungu a MCP amenewa omwe atulutsidwa nyumba ya malamulo kamba kosasunga mwambo mmene mutu muli a Steve Banda komanso a Ankaka, a Moses Kunkuyu, a Joshua Mulango komanso ndi a Gerard, ndipo omwe ndi mmene zidalire.
Honourable members, firstly, I wish to report with regret the disruption to the House business yesterday due to persistent power outages. Let me urge the responsible Minister of Energy and Mining to assist us with a steady power supply to Parliament so that business is not unduly disrupted like was the case yesterday. On the same note, yesterday afternoon, as my procession was heading into the chamber, we also experienced a power outage. Nevertheless, I still proceeded into the chamber, hoping that power would be restored. However, I noted with concern that as I took the chair, some members from the opposition side, particularly the MCP members, left their seats and proceeded towards the clerk's table, while shouting and hurling insults at the chair and clerks at the table. In order to maintain order and decorum in the House, I ordered members to return to their seats, but members persistently ignored the chair's order. Almost all members on the opposition side rose and did not take their seats even when the chair rose, contrary to Standing Order 93, which requires members to resume their seats and remain silent when the Speaker stands. It was more disturbing to see even the MCP leadership conducting themselves in such a disorderly manner. Through this disorderly behavior, members willfully and persistently obstructed the assembly, notably the following members: Lilongwe Nyanja, Lilongwe Mpenu, Dedza Mlunduni, Dedza Kasina, and Salima Central. Honourable members, I wish to remind the House that the rules of the House, particularly Standing Order 103, 104, and 105, have adequately provided guidance on how the honourable members should conduct themselves in the House and how the chair should enforce discipline against a member whose conduct would be deemed to be disorderly. In particular, Standing Order 104, 1 and 4, which states that a member's conduct shall be declared to be disorderly by the Speaker if a member, 1, persistently and willfully obstruct the assembly, 4, persistently and willfully disregards the authority of the chair or order of the chair. Clearly, from the provisions of the Standing Order 104, the conduct of the said members was disorderly and cannot be tolerated in this House. As Speaker, I will not tolerate any member to undermine the authority of the chair, let alone hurl insults at the chair and the table clerks. This disorderly conduct deserves to be punished. Honourable members, yesterday I could not mete out the relevant penalties because I could not be heard. However, let me draw attention of the House to Standing Order 105, which states that a member who's guilty of disorderly conduct may be ordered by the Speaker to leave the chamber for the remainder of that sitting day. In view of the foregoing, I rule that The members, having conducted themselves in a disorderly manner, should leave the chamber for the remainder of the day today. These members are Lilongwe Nyanja, Lilongwe Mpenu, Dedza Mlunduni, Dedza Kasina, and Salima Central. Honorable members, should there be a repeat of this kind of behavior, I will not hesitate to mete out stiffer penalties to those members. This should also serve as a caution to all members that conduct themselves in a disorderly and dishonorable manner. Let me repeat that such behavior will not be tolerated in this House. I thank you.
Waliwo na boma. Waliwo na boma, waliwo na.
Point of order.
Machine.
I see Mulanje Central.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
You'll be the last before health break. You have 10 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, sir, in the year 2020, Malawians voted for the government of Dr. Hastings, of Dr. Lazarus Chakwera and the MCP leadership. When Malawians were voting for Dr. Chakwera and MCP, they were convinced that they are voting for a God-fearing leader. They were convinced that they are voting for someone who would walk the talk. They are voting for someone who brings national unity. They were voting for someone who would take a great stance against corruption. Fast forward, after the inauguration and swearing in, President Chakwera started making public appointments. In the appointments, he appointed several people into government. Whether it was by design or not, but at the end of the day, the people he voted, he appointed, started letting him down. Several people in his government were not bent at assisting Malawians, but were bent at enriching themselves. A lot of people he appointed into public service were there to divide the nation along political lines, ethnic lines, and religious lines. These appointments, Mr. Speaker, sir, is what culminated into what today we are calling them as scandals: the East Bridge, the Bridging Foundation, the Nokima Gate, and several other mishaps that happened under his leadership. It is because of these scandals that most people in his government grew wings. They became arrogant. They did not even want to listen to the needs of a common Malawian. There was a time, Mr. Speaker, sir, that even the Director General of the Anti-Corruption Bureau was arrested at the dawn of the day, but the government feigned ignorance. These appointments culminated into several other mishaps, like the beating of civil rights groups, activists, and several other people. At the end of the day, Mr. Speaker, sir, what happened is that Malawians came back and voted the MCP out of government. Mr. Speaker, sir, fast forward, we saw the new leadership of His Excellency Professor Thabita Mutharika being ushered into government. The current government, the current leadership, what is happening now with the current leadership, Mr. Speaker, sir, is that most Malawians are contented with how it has started. When you look at some other executive orders that the president is doing, trying to put things into place, one would say that now we have a president. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir. And again, as per the norm, the president is busy appointing people into different public positions. However, I'm afraid to say that if the caliber of some other appointees that are being taken into government is anything to go by, the current regime will go the very same route of President Chakwera. There are people, public appointees in government, who are busy, who are bent at dividing people along the regional lines, political lines, something which, if not taken carefully, is going to have an impact on the leadership of the president. There are people who are there who are bent at maybe not following in full what the president is advising. My call to them is that whether it is by design or not, but what they need to do is to follow what the president has advised. The president is meant at governing the country following the rule of law. He advised the same in the SONA. My plea to those in the public positions in the current regime is to say that no, time is now. The way the president has started, he needs to be supported. He needs to be, we need to follow the advice he's giving us. Minus that, we are going to go a different route altogether, and this country is going to slide down. Mr. Speaker, sir, with those few remarks, that's my humble contribution. And on behalf of Mulanje Central Constituency, we support the motion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mulanje Central. Deputy Leader.
Good morning, Honorable Speaker.
Morning.
Morning. I rise to register our positive sentiments to the former leader, the former leader of opposition in the last cohort, Mulanje Sento. And I would also want to extend an invitation. I think this is the right time, because His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika has set out the tone that we are running an inclusive government, and therefore he must come back. Kyombankanga must be dissolved. He must come back. He is my brother from home, and the SG is here. And actually, because this is a government day, we can actually suspend all proceedings to allow that we receive you, the SG receive. This is your home. Feel free at any time. Come back. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm sure he has taken serious note of that. Honourable members, it's now 10:50, almost 10:55. Therefore, I'll suspend the House, and we'll be back at 11:25. House suspended. Honourable members, before we leave, I'm being reminded that we have Nkamenya Girls Secondary School with us, and the honourable member is Honourable Beatrice Smale. We have 102 students. Please stand up with the three teachers. Thank you for coming. Nkamenya girls, we wish you well. Please concentrate on your education. We want to see you in this chamber after maybe 10 years, because this is where you belong. All the best to you. Thank you very much.